Hi, my name's Mark. I'm the golf professional here at Cranbourne Golf Club. Today I'm going to do a video on full swing practice and different, or a game that you can play, which every good player plays in terms of practicing, getting numbers, understanding how they're improving their game. It's a game called Aussie rules. Now, for the purpose of this video, I've got these posts here in front of us. So you see there's two black posts on the end and two grey posts in the middle. Now effectively the grey posts would be the goals. The points are on either side, which are the two posts on either side. Now normally I would practice this without out further on the range, but obviously with the video you can't actually see it. So we brought the posts in a little closer so we can see. So essentially what I'm going to do is, if we're going to practice, and most people practice really poorly, they go to a driving range and just beat balls. Basically it's a waste of time. They might as well just throw $10 on the ground, walk straight back out again for all they do with their golf. So if you're going to practice, and if you want to practice properly, if you're going to work on your technique, then you work on your checkpoints. So if I swing to here, I know that's in the right position, I know that's wrong, and I know that's wrong. Okay, so I'm in the right position here, and I swing through, I'm in the right position there. So if I'm going to work on technique, I work on my checkpoints. If, however, I'm moving off technique and into a game situation, I want to put my targets out in front, and I always have two targets. Never practice to one unless you can put a circle around it, which on driving range you can't. So normally you would practice between a 100 metre sign and a 150 metre sign. And you want the targets to be about the same width as either a fairway or a green. Now most greens are about 15 to 20 metres wide, most fairways are around 25 to 30 metres wide. So pick something out on the driving range that those two targets are about that width. All right, and that's why you play Aussie rules. So effectively the two posts here in front, the grey ones, would be what I would practice through, somewhere around that sort of 10-15 metre mark. If, however, your handicap's a little higher than mine, which most people's are obviously, then you would play maybe between the two black posts. All right, but effectively just trying to hit balls through two targets. So from a practicing point of view, whenever I used to practice, I always used to hit and try and get 10 balls through my two targets. So effectively I would play a right to left shape shot and try and get 10 balls, and I'd count the number of balls it would take. Now that might take me 15, 18, 20 shots depending on the size of the target. I would then write that result down. Next time I come back and practice, what I then do is I try and beat that number. So effectively, how do I know whether I'm practicing or getting better is by the number of shots it takes me to get 10 balls to land through to be lower. All right, so essentially whenever you practice, pull out 10 balls. All right, so you pull out 10 balls here, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I've got 10 balls in a pile. All right, I'm going to come back here, I go through my pre-shot routine. All right, so I do my swing. What I'm trying to do is hit it between the two grey posts here right in front of me. So for me, being a player that hits the ball from right to left, I always aim at my right hand goalpost. And when I'm out playing, one of the really important things that I do is I always look for where my right hand goalpost would be. So I'm always aiming at my right hand goalpost. Okay, so I walk in, I want to aim more towards my right hand goalpost, so I aim the golf club 90 degrees. Remember, your feet don't make any difference. The ball does not go where your feet are pointed, it goes where the golf club's pointing. So always aim the golf club. So in this case, I'm aiming the golf club a little bit more on the right hand side. Do my pre-shot routine, which was my waggle. But then have a shot, that one so well. A little bit fat, that one, but it turned right to left. But essentially, did that go through my target or not? In that case, I would say no, it didn't. It had too much draw on it. Okay, so I pull out now another ball. All right, so that would be one, but I wouldn't count that as my number. So go through the same process again. So do my pre-shot routine, walk in, line up at my right-hand goalpost. Effectively do my pre-shot routine as I always do. That one was better, and that one's gone through the middle of the two posts. So that would count for one. So essentially I want to keep practicing until I get 10. Now this one was with my 6-iron. I then would either change to a 5-iron, do a 7-iron, do an 8-iron, do a 4-iron, do my driver, do whatever golf club I want. But I must get 10 balls through the two targets. In this case the two grey posts for me. You might pick the two black posts. Don't make it too hard, don't make it too easy, but effectively you want to get a score. Write the score down, how many shots it took me to get 10 balls through. It could be 15, it could be 18, it could be 20. Next time you do it, you try and actually lower that number. And that's how you know whether you're getting better or not. From a practicing point of view, always practice with a purpose. If you do that, you'll get better.